T-Bird Stacking. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to my channel. Got a few people that are going to be coming over here from Michael Stacking's live stream just shortly after getting off his live stream. I had to do a video, made a video from my wins from 3D Woodworks, his 250 gala celebration he had. I just received that today, and I opened it and did a video on it. I think it was about a 7 to 8 minute video, and I'm going to show it here in the live stream. I've got that package right here in front of me. Hey, Chew, how you doing? You're all over the place, Chew. Every place you go, there you are. I don't care whose stream I go to, there you are. There's Chew. There's Chew. There's Chew. Here's Chew. There's a Chew. Here's a Chew. You're always everywhere, and you're usually always the first. Some people are starting to call you miraculous and maybe an AI superbot. I know a lot of times you come in, you're always saying, "Hey, T Bird, you're always there. Hey, y'all, yes, you're there." And I see you in other streams, and you comment periodically here and there. But you're awesome. Appreciate you stopping. Thank you very much. Please make sure to smash that like button, Chew, before you down out of here. Looks like we got a couple more people that just showed up. I'm going to close down my weld and carry knife because I don't need that anymore because I've already got that mail call package from. Yeah, you did. You seen him, Danine? Boom, he's fast. He's like lightning, grease lightning. He's here, then he's gone. It's usually always in the beginning, but I was just talking. If you go back and watch the beginning of the live stream afterwards, Danine, you'll probably see it. But he's like in and out, and I was talking about he's always in there. He's like a super like grease lightning. I said some people are calling you. I forget what I said. Oh man, I said you're here, you're there, everywhere you go. Here's a chew, there's a chew, everywhere is chew chew. And I said you're always there, but I see you periodically, no matter where I go. I go, you're in everybody's live stream that I see. I know his name is Roadrunner. Beep beep. Pew. Yes, we all agree. And he seems like I would say maybe 90. I used to say 95% of the time he was always the first person always in my life. Every time. Every time. But there has been occasional subscribers of mine that have beat him. Mishy Stacker has beat him before. Um, I'm trying to think. Bells Forge has beaten him once before. Um, Trying to think. There's a couple other people that have beaten him, but not very many. Not very many. I gotta take a drink, and I had to get that laptop open. I apologize, Deneen, for not popping up immediately. I could have been up within a minute or two. Michael's live stream, but I hadn't opened 3D's Woodworks bag yet, and I wanted to do. Oh, look at that! Speak of the devil, 3D, how you doing? I wanted to honor him in doing a video. I like doing the videos and posting them, and I try to mainstream it at the beginning of my subscribers when the peak moment begins at the beginning of the day, because I sort of have a slow spot between 6 a.m. and noon Eastern Standard Time. You had a feeling. I bet you did have a feeling. I didn't even have to send you a text or anything. Hey, 3D, hey, hop on there. I'm going to be doing all your opening. But you knew I had that package today because I did that short. Woo, brother. Oh, man. I had to open it, though. I had to open it. I wanted to do that video so I could post that tomorrow. And I did say in that video that I was opening it and I was going to go live right after, and we're going to do an opening on it, and I was going to show it on my live. Oh, we got 16. Oh, it said 16 and just dropped to 11. It's like in Michael's, it's like there's maybe like, it says it's like 5 people in there, but there's actually really like 10 people talking. So it's hard to say how many people you got. Hey, how you doing, Aaron? Thank you for stopping by. What is this? Oh, it's just a group of family YouTube brothers and sisters getting together, talking, chatting about this, chatting about that, talking about silver and gold and pores and whatever comes up. Are those coins? Well, yeah. Well, what you see in front of you, there's We'll zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit of it. I do coin roll hunting. There's some pennies I hadn't gone through yet. I don't really need to zoom into them. Them are the ones I haven't opened yet. But yeah, I got some Ikes. I got some American Silver Eagles that are proof 70s. Uh, that one's a burnished American Silver Eagle down there, MS70. This is an American. This is a American Silver Eagle. That's from the emergency production. That's fairly low mintage. MS70, if you know anything. Kilo bar. There's three 10-ounce silver bars there. I got a bunch of T-Bird pour bars that I pour because I smelt copper and I smelt silver, and I make silver things and silver bars. Here's another silver bar and copper pours that came from another family channel member of mine, Stackerman's Rabbit Hole. These two came from the Broke Stacker. They're pure 99 copper. That one came from Tule over there. And if you see the copper Rick Road back there, there's probably about 5 or 6 of them that are gone from here. But those are all pours that I've made, that I've smelted copper into molten metal and poured them into a pour. And I made my own pour design by hand. I handcrafted my own for the T-Bird logo, and I actually made 3 tonight. I my On my very first pour, I made 4. I did 2. I did a T-Bird pour, and immediately jumped over and did a heart pour. And then I put the crucible back into my furnace, and within inside of about a minute and a half, not even a minute and a half, I could have did it sooner. I did a second pour, which I poured this bar and immediately poured that heart. And then later on, I didn't have enough. I was not satisfied. I had no satisfaction. I'm sorry, my subscribers, my family. I'm not even looking at the chat right now. I'm looking at my desk, and I'm kind of doing a happy rant on my pouring. But I poured that bar after a little later. I turned the furnace back on. It was my 15th time heating that crucible up to like 1150 degrees Celsius to 1200 degrees Celsius. And I'm thinking that 1200 degrees Celsius made things a little nicer for me, but I poured that one and that one because I had no satisfaction and I wanted to pour. So I poured 6 bars tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to go back out and do another pour. And then there's bills and paper money, and there's coins, there's sitting liberties, there's standing liberties, there's Ben Franklin's, there's Mercury ounces. I have a little bit of everything. Constitutional back there in the back wall, and I got all these great people's poker chips up here. Uh, it's a wonderful community, and I really enjoy being part of it, just like a lot of them enjoy being a part of it as well. If that answers your question, I hope I didn't get too much detail. Let me look at the chat. Hi, Suda. How you doing? Where am I? Oh, I'm over here in California. Where are you at? Hi, Suda Gupta. How you doing? Nice of you to stop in. 3D. You got Danine, Bellows Forge. How you doing, brother? Got those butterfingers right here, brother. Oh yeah. And you know. I started the butterfinger thing with OC, and it has just tumbled into a mountain. Yeah, it's bird's the word. And oh, why does it look like it's being a little choppy on my laptop? Hmm. I wonder if I got bad internet connection because of the storm. That's a possibility. I don't think so because I got high speed cable. I got Wi-Fi from my high speed cable to my Ethernet to my computer. Hmm. I don't know why it seemed like it was choppy. Is it choppy on your guys' end? Nothing next. Yeah. Hmm. Looking at the transient stacker stopped in. Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Why are the ones black? Because they're in a crucible which made out of graphite, and some of the graphite comes off, and usually that's a lot of the reason why they turn black is because a little bit of the graphite's in there, but it floats to the surface. but it cleans off rather easily. It does and it doesn't, but there's a process behind it. I'm not going to quite go into that process right now. I've got other videos that I'm producing to show that and to explain that. It's a little bit of that and a little bit of other things, but I ain't going to get into detail on that. I want to get into this package. Who wants to check this package out that I got from 3D Woodworks? I think we're all looking at that package right down there. I know I did a video on it. I want to share it with you. I already pre-opened it. I don't do that too often. If I do it, I do it in a video and I talk about it. I've been doing that recently where I'll do a video, then I'll talk about it on my live. It looked like he may have forgot to maybe put something in there, and it might have been the letter because I opened that up. I know I don't believe he minds showing the address, and I apologize if you do because it's a P.O. box. And of course, mine's a P.O. box address as well. So I don't mind that. But I think this was on the outside of this envelope. I stuck everything back in here. But he sent me a nice thank you card, and I'll open that up here in a second. I just knocked over my bullets. Yeah, another thing I stack besides copper and besides silver is lead, because I'm a true believer in the Second Amendment, and so are my two pit bulls. They believe in my Second Amendment rights as well. So I stack some gold, I stack some silver, I stack some copper, and I stack lead and brass. I got brass. I also aluminum. I don't know what I'm going to do with the aluminum. I'm probably going to make one of these cool pours. Maybe not a turtle, but that's what I got from 3D on his 250 sub celebration. Woo! Turtle, turtle, turtle. Isn't that awesome? That's cool. That's an awesome aluminum pour. That's just wicked. Hey, how you doing, Mandy's Candy? Thank you so much. Hi, Groves. Thanks for stopping by. That's one thing I got from him. And I'm kind of going backwards here, and I apologize. I'm a little excited on seeing this stuff, even though it's for the second time. I got a letter he's got in there. Well, no, I'm gonna read that first. I usually read that first, but let's get to this. I am. It's been 3D Woodworks. He has dubbed me. He was the very first one to dub me the shaman, the reader of the copper. Now wait until you guys see this heart that I got from his 250 celebration. OMG. I've seen that heart, yes, before, but that's a wicked design. I was gonna purchase that. I was gonna purchase that same design. Um, I didn't, but look at the back of this. And you guys, you'll see it in the video, and you'll have to be able to see it here as well. Let me look at it real quick. Where did I see it now? Can you see the dragon? Can you guys see the dragon and the ripples of that pour? Let me get something I can point to that I can use as a pointer. Maybe I'll use my little silver waterfall. You got a little pointer here. If I can get this up here and focused again. Okay. Right in there is the open mouth. He's facing that way. Check out the dragon. Who's with me? There's a dragon head right here, open mouth. There's the neckline. Okay. And you can see the beginning of the wings over here. And you can see the wings up over here from that dragon. Let me try to hold it still here. Let me steady myself. I'll let you guys stare at it for a little bit. And you tell me if I'm just an old man that's just seeing things or not. Do you see the dragon? When 3D Woodworks dubbed me, the very first person, the shaman, the reader of the copper, he wasn't kidding. If you can see it, I think you believe. That is awesome. That is so cool. I'm not one much for using profanity, but I got to watch myself because occasionally I'll slip, and I almost did. That's how cool it is. OMG. Woo. Wow. That is awesome. And I think that's the biggest reason why I jumped right to this because I was so excited to share that with you. Who sees it? I can look back at the chat. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Let's see. Danine's seen it. Devil's Forge, seen it. I also see a bigger dragon. Yes, yes. Then I also got this cool ring. I it was hard to look at it because I had to use my magnifying glass on it, but it looks like it said it's a $50, and I don't. It's not silver because I can see the copper. I'm not sure the year of it, but it's a $50, and it has to be a Kennedy $50. I'm probably gonna guess it's I don't even know. I don't. I'm thinking maybe like around maybe a 69 or a 70. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to look at it. 3D Woodworks, no. It may even be a 71, possibly. I'm not sure, but it ain't. I don't think it's going to be too old. Uh, It's not going to be below 69. But I'm going to take my magnifying glass after it. I'm going to look at it, see if I can't figure out what that is. I'm usually pretty good at it. But I'm going to set that down right there. Oh, where do I want to put this? I'm going to put that there. I want to put that right there for now. And put Mr. Turtle. Turtle. Ninja New Mutant Turtles. that's so that's so awesome. That's so awesome. Okay, let me get that out of here. Let's get to that ladder. So I went backwards this time. I showed everything first, and then now I'm going to read the thank you card. Thank you. Brings miles and miles and miles of smiles. Yes, it does, 3D. Your items: a prototype shiny turtle. Turtle. Prototype. Serial number P. Right over here. He's got, oh, there it goes. Hold on now. I thought they were kind of stuck there, but they weren't. That's for the turtle. P for prototype. Did I say protal? Protal? Like a P with a turtle on it? Oh, it's a clad 1971. Yeah, I was pretty close, wasn't I, 3D? January aluminum COA, shiny turtle. There it is. And then the other heart with the dragon that I did the shaman reading on it. It's a large heart. That was a prototype. A prototype as well. I got to get away from that turtle. Oh, that's funny. I'm sure there's a few of you that are laughing as well, laughing with me, not at me. You can laugh at me if you want. I don't care. But that heart was awesome. That heart was awesome. I'm gonna put those in the bags by themselves. But yeah, the prototype large copper heart, the $50 coin ring. Yeah, he never indicated on here what year it was, but I kind of figured it out and he told me in the chat. Howdy, T Bird. Thanks for coming to our subscriber celebration. We hope it brought you miles of smiles. Miles of smiles, 3D. It was cool to be able to give away more items than we sold. Thanks, brother. 3D Woodsworks. Isn't that awesome? It's so cool. It's so cool of you, brother. And I hope I'm honoring you in the right way, but I'm doing it from my heart, 3D. Uh, my sincerity is true, and you can probably see that. Um, but you're awesome, brother. Love you, man. Very, very, very awesome. Alrighty, well, let me look back at the chat. Hilarious. Yeah, I love to make everybody laugh and smile. It's what I love to do. Razbabo, how you doing, brother? I gotta right click my mouse so I can scroll up a little bit, make sure I didn't miss anything because I hadn't been watching the chat for just a little bit. Yeah, Andy's Candy, I believe said yes, it is beautiful from Andy's Candy. That's why you're the shaman. Yes, thank you very much, 3D. You dubbed me the shaman. You can see these things. I can see the things in the copper better than I can see my chat. I've been looking at that phone all day long. Everything, even on my laptop, everything's a little fuzzy. Oh man, I am tired. I have been a busy bird today. I ain't gonna lie. Nice chunk, yes. Well, 3D, Res Babo. Hey there. I didn't see Cartier Silver come in here yet. I was for sure he was gonna pop right in here. Did I miss him? Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. I had to blow dry those COAs because the ink was smearing. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Uh, isn't that so clever to have the COA on the back of the sticker? Yeah, it is. It is clever. I was actually looking online and actually through Amazon and whatnot to try to find my own to find something for like a COD where I could do that as well to include with my bar pours and stuff, but I wasn't able to find anything. I, maybe on SE I can't even pronounce it. I don't want to pronounce it the way I did before. ST or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I didn't think about looking on there, but maybe I only searched like once and I couldn't find it with anything really that I was looking for. Maybe I was typing in wrong. There's Cartier Silver. Yes, he is here. I'm here. Yeah, here he is, right there, brother. Woo! F3D. Throw up. Cartier Silver's link, please. I got that, and I still have them on my table here because I was trying to get some things. And I've already went over this with Carter Silver, but he needs to. This is what I won the mother load on his celebration. Oh yeah, yeah. We'll show it again, Cartier. That's how proud and happy I am and honored that I received that from you. 1971 Eisenhower. I got another one that's better than the one that I had. I'm gonna have to think about getting mine out there and stacking it with that one. That way, there I can show it later. And 1952 and a 62 Benjamin Franklin $50. Got that from the mega win at the end, along with these five Mercuries and that Stand in Liberty. Oop, there goes one. Fell out of his card sleeve, and it's like a he's got to have baseball cards or something because he's got a baseball card. I've had a lot of these because I got a lot of baseball cards and Pokemon cards. I used to carry these in. But that's awesome. I love my Constitutional Silver. And then this awesome $2 bill. Ooh, love my $2 bills. That was in the grand finale along with this. And he has all of his, I have all of his stuff all ready to go. I was going to mail it out Monday, but and somebody told me during my other live stream that Monday's actually President's whatever, and the post offices are closed. And, well, I guess I got to get it out Tuesday. So I've got like five, six, seven, eight, I think nine, no, sorry, six packages to go out like this in bubble wrap that are all folded over like that with my name on there with my label, address, and then it's going to go over and the label that the postmaster gives me. Everything's going to be tracked. There's going to be insurance on it. It's going to cover up that stacking collectible. Because that's what I always request. Because when I ordered those, I kind of wasn't really thinking, and we unfortunately we do have some dishonest people in this world, and people see the stacking collecting. Oh, there's something valuable or important in there, and you get somebody that's not quite honest, you know. And maybe they get into it. Sometimes they get lost. I've had some things get lost, never arrive. Why, I don't know. But I shouldn't speculate, and I apologize. But needless to say, anytime I send anything out, it's not going to be in an envelope, unless it's something just like a card or maybe some stickers or something. And I no, oh boy, I don't mean any wrong by this Cartier Silver, um, but this came from Bellows Forge, and he sent stuff to me that was of value inside of this, and he overdid it. He overdid it, but he completely taped up this envelope. I think you can see it. He completely taped it up. Especially if I send something out in an envelope, I take the tape and I actually tape the sides and along the bottom and along here. I also do along the top. Whoop, I don't want to give his pertinent information out here, but I do that purposely because if it goes through machining, you can actually write on it non-machinable, or you can purchase a non-machinable stamp, and then they process it a different way. If you purchase a non-machinable stamp and you request it, it won't get machined. But to also further it, at the post office, they have this stamp, and you can request them to stamp it non-machinable on the front and on the back. Because a lot of times when they go through the machines, it damages the edges, which you're probably already familiar with. And I'm just rambling on, so I apologize. But I had to say this, and maybe somebody else will learn from it as well. Uh, but the tape really helps out a lot like that. But if it's non-machinable, and of course, all of my packages are all non-machinable anyways, and they all come with a tracking number, and they all come with insurance, a minimum $100 insurance, and I can add to that if I think the value of it is more than $100. So if it does get lost, you can recoup the money back. 15 out of 20, awesome. Thank you so much, Deneen. I wish I wish our brother Jackknife was here, but he does not seem to hear my call. Your roommate has the baseball sleeves. Yes, awesome, nice. For regular mail, not. Yeah, our brother Jackknife. He's out on a mission. I hope. I hope he's having a good time. Taking a little time away from YouTube. I haven't seen him in a while. I just hope everything's all right with him. I do believe that somebody from our family group on YouTube, Michael Stackins, has his email. I don't have his direct email. I don't think on his site that he has it as well. Um, he doesn't have. I don't believe he doesn't have any content, if I remember correctly, and he does not have anything for an email or anything. Hey, Vegas Stacker, how you doing? Good evening. Thank you for stopping by. You working tonight, Vegas? I your last Saturday's chat with LBS and Blue Collar with your guest star Phoenix Coins. I shared that out to try to get some people to go there. Unfortunately, I had to work. I took the night off. Awesome, good for you, brother. The week before last week, I had a mandatory work Saturday. Last Saturday, I thought it was mandatory as well, but it wasn't. I'm in a group where we got two groups of personnel. I'm in group two, and there's group one. So I went in for mandatory. The following week, I thought it was mandatory as well. I didn't know that it wasn't, but they needed somebody, and they'd asked me. I was thinking it was mandatory, so I went in last Saturday. This Saturday was my mandatory, and I'm like, "Are you kidding?" Because I really wanted to attend it, and I haven't been able to attend any of yours or LBS's or Blue Collar Stackers streams, or even on the Monday night. I'm at work, and it's very, very difficult for me. I can only get on my phone because of what I do at my work, on my breaks or my lunch times, and it's always after my lunchtime. I can't get on there. If I do, I got to sneak out the door, and I can only get on there and say, "Hey, how's everybody going? Hi and bye." Boop, I'm gone, and I usually do. I always hit the like button ahead of time. I very much apologize, Vegas Stacker. I really want to contribute and support you guys, and I want you guys to know that. I think LBS already knows it. I'm not sure if Blue Collar does. I haven't seen him in a while. He used to come into my lives occasionally. I haven't seen him in a dog's age, but he does comment on my videos, and I comment on his. I try to get to each and every one of you. I appreciate you, brother. Same as to you. I try to get to your page as often as I can. First thing I did was born was Vegas Stackers group stream. Awesome. Yeah, first thing this morning I was trying to wake up and go back to work from like 4 hours sleep. Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Vegas. Um, I know we all want to be there as much as we can for each other to support each other, and I know life kicks in. It's hard for us to do that. I did watch over three-quarters of that stream on the way coming home. I never got back to finish watching the last 10 minutes of it. I think. Of course, there was Phoenix Coins that was talking about my. Excuse me. I've been home for hours, but I've been out straight. I've been pouring my heart out, and I did a lot of pours, and I'm doing this. I'm making shorts, and I hadn't even got out of my work clothes yet. It's one thing to another to another. But yeah, I mean, inside my constitutional silver here, um, there's I've got quite a few of my um, some of my micro scrap in that Phoenix Coins had brought up during that live stream that you guys had. And I sent one out to him, and I also sent one out to Liberty Bleeds. I think Liberty Bleeds got a little bit bigger piece, but these are some of the little ones. And I actually on Liberty Bleeds, I used my Dremel tool and I made a flag out of it. If you have remember seeing them, but here's some of those pieces that I got, and I'm pretty sure they were like about a gram each. Let me put this into grams. Give me a moment here. I'm in ounces. Grams. 1.8. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, scrap and silver. Now, it's about 97% silver. These are some of the bigger pieces of silver that you're going to get. I've got some other ones here somewhere. I don't know where, but they're smaller. Like out of a the smaller the breaker, like say a 20, uh, let's see, a 20 amp breaker, you're going to be a lot less silver. But nevertheless, there's silver, and there's also inside of that, there's also copper. There's also copper. I salvage the copper out of it, and I intend on melting that copper down to make more pores in different graphite molds that I get. And to do with this, there is some other type of metals that are in there that help the silver be harder for the contacts. But these are from bigger breakers. Um, the 20 amp breakers ain't are gonna have a little tiny piece in it, but it's silver. People throw them away. I did contracting work, and a lot of times I was changing people's breakers out and wires and plumbing, and they just throw it away in the trash. And I said, you know what it's worth? It's worth a little something. They said, well, we got to replace it because it's no good. And I said, if you want, I can take it off your hands for you instead of throwing it away in the garbage because I scrap a lot of this stuff. Do you mind? Oh no, just take it. So I did that throughout years and years, and I collected it because I knew the silver was worth something 20, 25 years ago, 30 years ago. I knew it was worth something. It was worth more than just whatever. I knew what it was. Um, Maybe I was schooled somehow unknowingly, and I knew what silver was. I don't know what it was, but I knew what silver was back when I was like 13 years old. I knew it was money. I knew it was worth something. So I collected it. And why throw away something that's of a value? I never have. I've saved it, kept it. But my plan, and you have to be very careful because you have to be in a ventilated area, especially with this silver, because if you melt this down and you're not careful, there is some very toxic fumes with this. Yeah, there's 97% silver there, but there's other things that could literally kill you. It's much worse than copper is, a lot worse. But I have a process, the Street Tips way, which I've been doing. I've been talking about little here, little there. I'm going to use an acids to melt that down into a liquid, separating it, taking whatever metals, base metals that are in there and other hazardous metals, and it's going to be fumed out of a fume hood to where it's not going to affect me. And I'm going to have a respirator on, but I'm going to break this down into pure 999 silver, and I'm going to end up. Then I'm going to use my crucible, my little. I don't got that crucible dish in here. The little white crucibles you got to use borax in. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm going to be making my own little pure silver. And then I'm going to refine it also by another process and make my own silver shot. So I don't have to go out and go buy something like this, like that one or that one. And the best way to do it is just like what 3D had said. You buy some cull silver, some coal silver, and you can do it. You can do stuff like that, or coal coins. That's another way how to keep your cost average down. I'm not too worried about keeping my cost average down. Um, I'm a little more financially secure, and I want what I want, and I get what I get when I want it. Let's put it at that. Upside down or upside burn. I strayed away from the chat. I don't even know if he's still out here. See you later, Suda. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. That was a long time ago when you were still in the living room. Yeah, it was. Well, even that, I mean, I've been a lot of breakers and other stuff 3D I've had for a long time, But a lot of people really need to do the research before even getting into this melting or, doing what we do, smelting copper, smelting stuff, or even taking those silver breakers. That's why those silver breakers are still there. I'm not melting them down because right now I am not prepared. I am, but it's wintertime and I am not set up to do this. You can't do it in the house. Can I do it in my garage? Possibly, possibly. But I don't want to go in there and inhale any of those toxic fumes. I'm going to wait till the summer until I got my 10 by 10 shed and I got my fume hood going, and then I can do that stuff out there. But the one thing, like I said, I don't know if they were talking about in that the Saturday chat that LBS and Vegas Stacker had. They were talking about, you know, somebody buying, sterling silver, and they're smelting it down or doing whatever, and they're down where the coin show is, and that they were getting the silver for like 50 cents under spot. Now, and they were selling it. Is it because they're buying the silver, sterling silver, real cheap, and they're still turning a profit? Possibly. Were they scamming people? Possibly. But the thing about it is, if he had another party, the guy that was selling it, that was making this for them, that was making this and purifying it down, if he was doing it the street tips way, let me tell you, I already know because I've bought acids. I have acids on stock that I can melt gold down with, or dissolve gold in, that I can dissolve silver in into a liquid form and purify it. There's a way to it, and I can't explain it. I can't explain it, but I it's a long process, and it's a hazardous process. It's not a safe thing to do, and I'm going to do it the safe way. But those chemicals and those acids are not cheap. I don't care if they get that sterling silver real cheap. By the time that they buy that, and you can reverberate this to Liberty Bleeds and blue collar. By the time they buy those acids, by the time they buy everything that they have to do to get that process down to have it to be pure 999 silver, you're going to have a lot of money, more money invested in it than you would just buying a furnace and crucibles. It's expensive. Trust me, I know. I've already bought it. But there's also different ways how you can also take them breakers and uh, sterling silver, and you can melt it. You can melt it with flux. Certain types of flux. You got several different types of fluxes that you have to put in it that you can get it, and you put it into a cone. You have another, like a little cone that you'd buy in, like an upside down triangle, and you melt it, and it's molten. You get the flux in there. You get everything all mixed up. You put it in a big furnace. You heat it, and then all the bad and all the bad stuff and all the base metals would be more towards the top, and the flux and everything would break away at the top, and then at the bottom of the cone, what you would end up having would be the purest concentration of silver, so to speak, and it'd be like a little tiny pyramid at the very bottom, if you understand that. At some point in time, when I get a little better at being a content creator, and I get a little better with my speaking and talking, and I've got my T's crossed, my I's dotted, so to speak, maybe I'll produce a video on it. And it's going to be something where I need to get better at the videos, creating videos. Right now, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants with my phone and making things look nice and this and that. And I think I'm doing an all right job. I'm doing all right, I guess. I've had people give me a lot of compliments on some of the things I do, my setup and my pouring. Am I new at pouring? Yes, I am new at pouring, but it wasn't something that I just stumbled across and said I'm going to do 3 months ago or 2 months ago. I've been studying it for 2 or 3 years. I've done metal work most of my life. I've worked around stuff like that. I just never actually smelted something into liquid and did it into a pour. The first couple of times I did it, yeah, you watched the first few videos of me pouring. I didn't do the greatest job. I didn't do bad, but it didn't take me long. After the first 2 or 3 pours I did, boom, 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 boom. And now when I'm out here and I'm doing these copper pours, you watch me. I've had people say I'm a BA pouring. Can I say badass on here? I guess yeah, because I got the word. It's not recommended for children. I've had people tell me I'm a badass at pouring. Am I? I guess I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm not the best out there, but I'm doing pretty good, and I'm happy doing it. It brings me some wicked joy, especially when I was doing those ice melts. If you guys have not seen those videos I posted tonight, go check out those ice quenches that I did on these pours right here. Let's take a look at these. The very first pour that I did, the very first pour I poured four bars. I poured this one, immediately shot to this one. And what I did is this came out pretty nice. And I see some things in there. What do you guys see? Use your imagination a little bit on this one. Looks like a standing liberty, kinda, or a seated liberty. That's what I was saying. It wasn't as cleaned up, but I got a little bit different cleaning process that I'm doing only on the top now instead of shining it up like this. Sure, yeah, them are nice. They look nice. You can see the pore lines and the ripples. And I would like to get a few of your guys' thoughts, and maybe I might just put a poll up here in a second to see if you think I had to clean it like I did before, like that, or if maybe I should do it like that on the back of them, like I have here. And you see the texture, you see a little color, but what I do want to do is along the sides is clean up the sides just like that. So when you look at this, the way I'm doing it, flip it that way, you see the year that I made it. And like that, you'll see the serial number. And like that, you'll see it's blurry, isn't it? I'm sorry. You'll see the weight, the 999, like that, the serial number. You'll see the year. Now I want to do all of that clean like that and the top and the bottom. I think I'm just going to do what I did to these. Do you guys think I ought to do it that way? Or you think I ought to clean it like I did the other ones and have them like this? I think for the meantime, I'm going to clean the whole thing, but do the bottom part with the pouring ripples and leave them like that. But I poured these two in one shot. I haven't weighed them yet. I'll set them over to the side. So I poured those two in one shot. One, two, boom, boom. Put the the crucible back into the furnace because I had about 14 ounces of silver that was in, or 14 ounces of copper that was in there. In a minute and a half, I poured the next one. This one, then that one. Boom, boom. So in basically 7 minutes, I poured four pours. That one's number 28. This one was 27. I marked them so I'd know in a Sharpie so I'd know what they were. 27, that was 28. And I cleaned that one up just a little bit. You can see the purplish hue on it. So I think I might leave it like that. And I apologize, I'm not reading chat. I did the same thing with that one. That one right there looks like I had a turtle in it. A turtle or a type of a reptile. You see it right there? More closer to like dinosaur age stuff. See the head with the feet coming down and a shell? You see it in there? Can you see it 3D? I know you're still out here. I'm the reader of the copper. But this, in a way, was four. Actually, five is my fourth copper heart pour. If I include my silver heart pour, it's actually number five. So I haven't determined whether I should include the silver in with it. But I'm thinking if I leave the silver heart as number one silver, and then that was the number one, and this is number two, and then where's number three? No, 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 no. It was number three, and then number four, and number five. Let's get to the last ones. But I came back inside. I stood around for about a half hour or so, maybe an hour, and I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough. I couldn't get no satisfaction. So I did that short. If you guys watch that short, and I went back out and I poured this one. Of course, I took what was left from the time before and I added a little bit more copper to it. And I poured that T-Bird pour. And that one's actually number 29. I'm not sure what I see in that one. I see a fire extinguisher. No, no, I see an angel. I see an angel. You see the halo up there? Halo right there, the head just below it. You see the wings? You see the wings right there? And then the gown. Come on, tell me. The wings behind my thumbprint. There's the wings. There's the halo up there, just up above my fingernail, on my right hand side. The head is right there with the face and the gown. Some people have got to see it. I'm not autistic either. I've had somebody somebody that I know that has seen a couple of my things and they said, are you autistic? And I said, no, not at all. Not at all. But that was the number 29. And then I poured this one directly after it, but there wasn't a whole lot of copper left in there. And as other pours know, when there's very little copper in there and it's molten, and you got to tip that crucible right up and it shoots out pretty fast. So it was shooting out kind of fast, and I wanted to hurry up and get out of there before it solidified. But I poured this and it kind of splattered around. And I ain't gonna lie, I had a little bit of edge to it right here. It went over just a little bit. I just took my tin snips and I just snipped it off. But I cleaned that up, and I see a T-bird in there in the purple. I cleaned it just a little bit with a real soft uh, like a scratch pad real softly because I didn't want to take the color off. I just wanted to get the black stuff off. You can see it. You can see the bird there. Bird's the word. Yeah, and that would be number five. Number five copper pour. My fifth copper pour and number one. So if I keep this as a one of one, and then the rest, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I include the heart, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm going to do it that way. And I've lost the control of my chat. I'm back to a 5 out of 20, Deneen. I apologize. I'm rambling. I'm looking at my stuff. I'm not paying attention to this chat. I apologize. Did I see Vegas Stacker say something like capital cities in here? Or capital currency? I'm sorry. Did capital currency stop by here? No, Magnetic North. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Capital currency is in the house. Woo! Next auction Friday, Cartier Silver. Nice of you to stop by. Um, I don't know. I'm not for sure if capital currency. I think he's seen a few of my videos. I would like his opinion at some point in time. How you, if you look at some of my last 3, 4 videos, if you've already seen them, comment to me and how you think I'm doing for a beginner. Yeah, I'm sort of a beginner. I've had some experience. I've done a lot of research, and I've had metalworking all throughout my life, other than pouring. I think maybe when I was like 16, 15 or 16 years old, I poured some lead weights, but that's nothing. But since then, I've only been pouring probably for maybe 2 months, maybe if that. But let me know. Let me know how I'm doing. I think I'm doing rather well. Uh, looking back here, looking back. I got to scroll back down. Just don't want to miss anybody. I know every time I usually do. I've been trying to be more coherent to what's going on in the chat. Glenn Smallwood, thank you very much for stopping by. Doing a great job. Thank you very much, Glenn. Thank you very much, Capital Currency. No, if it wasn't for if it wasn't for you, Capital Currency, I know there's a lot of stuff of yours I have watched. I didn't content on, or I didn't comment on. I apologize. Sometimes I'm watching on my TV and I can't comment on my TV. Uh, but I've always wanted to pour even before I've seen you guys. I think Sweet Tips was the first time I got into. I think 4 or 5 years ago, watching his videos, and I used to watch his videos constantly all the time. Hey, OC Stacker, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Um, but you're one of them, Capital Currency, um, that sort of gave me the courage, or I watched the things that you did and what you did, and this is even before I started my YouTube channel. I intended on doing this prior to me even starting it this past June. I think it was around the end of June when I first started, and I started to create content. I've came a long way since then. Same thing with 3D Woodworks. He's came a long way since then as well. And I believe it's made me a better person, and it's made me be a better speaker and be more comfortable speaking with people or on here. Um, but also the Broke Stacker. I've watched him. Uh, J Dog. I know I got a J Dog, and I apologize if you watch my videos. Yeah, I love J Dog. You watch them shorts, watch those things. Hide the Butterfingers. Jesus, what Butterfingers? What are you talking about? There's no Butterfingers here. There's no Butterfingers. Yeah, the Broke Stacker, uh, Capital Currency. Who else? There's other ones. There's at least three other ones. Uh, Natalie Corrupted. Uh, there's 3D Woodswork as well. I am watching his stuff. He's an awesome pourer. I put me and him in the same categorization. We're kind of learning the same time, doing the same thing, and you know we're coming along excellent. You know, the both of us. Man, I want to have a Butterfinger. Why do you guys have to say that? Look at that. One of those has, look, it says Cartier Silver on it. It does. Yeah. I haven't sealed your envelope yet, buddy. Your Cartier Silver here. He's getting a Butterfinger from the other night's lap. Hey, he is still here. He's getting a Butterfinger. He's getting a Butterfinger. And yeah, all right. I'm gonna spoil the surprise. I went out and bought you a little bag of Reese's peanut butter. Little Reese's Pieces. You can have a little bag of Reese's Pieces here, brother, because you like those. You like those better. You said, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Reese's Pieces, right? I just hope it don't get warm and sit in the post office where it's 70 degrees and you get it and it's melted. Oh man, you know I love you guys. You guys are all like my YouTube family, and yeah, you give me joy. You give me somebody that I can bring to you what brings me joy. And let me see if I can remember how to make that poll. I don't even know how many people I even have in here. Looks like I got 12 people. What it's saying. I want to do a poll to see if whether I should clean the bottom up like I had been on the. I want to clean the sides, like I said, for that reason, and the top. I want to clean those like I normally do. But should I clean them like this? I mean, they were black. They were black. I don't have before and after. This is the angel. If you guys seen that, who thought I seen an angel? Who sees the angel that I saw? Or did they think I'd clean it up with a soft, like a Scotch Brite? I got a real soft Scotch Brite, really fine, where I can clean the black off of it, but I leave the hue of the purple, and let the person either purchases this during an auction that I have, or whoever I gift it to, with a copper pour trade like I'm doing with um, the Stacker Man's Rabbit Hole. He sent me that for a trade. He's already got his is already in the bag. I can't let him clean his own. But anybody else in the near future, I'll let them have the option. If they want to clean the backside, they can, and it'll look like that. Whatever it looks like on the bottom. Where's my other two? My other two right here that I poured tonight, where there's awesome designs on them. I mean, they got some nice purple hue to them. You see the T-bird up there now? You see the bird? Bird's the word. I'm a shaman of the copper. Woo! Oh yeah. Thank you, brother. 3D. He's going to share with you, Deneen. You ready for a 3-hour tour, OC? I don't even know how long I've been talking. Oh, I've almost been talking an hour. Man, bird, don't shut up. Let me take a drink, guys. Like I said, I don't know if I can do the poll from my. Can I? I should be able to do it right from this live, right? On my laptop, I'm streaming from my phone. I'll create a poll. There we go. Okay, yes, I can do it from my laptop. I thought I could only do it from my phone, but I can. I'm just going to put clean the top. Should I clean the top? No, wait, yeah. I gotta reach around everything here. Um, let's see. Should I clean the top of my T-bird bar pores? That way there can be, okay, I'm putting down, should I clean the top of my T-bird bar pores? What I mean by that, should I clean it like I have been cleaning the whole bar? Hit yes if I should clean it like this. And hit no if I should clean it like this, because this was black, like this is. So hit no if I should clean it like this and leave the purplish hue. I'm still going to clean it, but I don't. Hit yes if you want me to clean it like that, perfectly clean, or no. That's what I want to know. No if you want me to clean it, but leave the patina purple hue to it. I think everybody's going to click no. That's going to be my guess. I'm going to start this poll. I hope I'm doing it right. Does anybody see a poll there? Okay, no if you to leave the patina. I'm going to clean it, but with a Scotch-Brite pad only on the bottom of it. Oh, that was not the one. That was one I hadn't even touched yet. I'm going to clean it with a Scotch-Brite pad like that, and I'm definitely, no matter what anybody says, I'm going to clean the sides and the T-bird part to where it's going to look like this, and I'm going to be able to stamp it. I'm going to be able to stamp it, but I'm not going to clean the bottom. If you hit no, I'm not going to clean the bottom like this. But if you hit yes, that means I'm going to clean it like this. And that's going to be aggressively cleaning. To aggressively clean it, hit yes. To not aggressively clean it, softly clean it so you keep the purple hue tone, patina, click no. I got 60% saying yes right now. 60%. Why am I only seeing just the 60%? Shouldn't I see the rest of it? No, I don't want to end the poll. Hold on. Well, I got 60% that say yes, clean it. Clean it like I normally do. If you don't agree with your answer, I think you can go back and change your answer up until I end the poll. I have like 15 people in here. So what do you guys think? So far, the majority is saying to clean it. But even if I decide to auction, what I'm saying is if I decide to put up an auction for these, like I was thinking, put it up like a bin and spin and start an auction, like say, okay, $10 or 15, plus, $5 for shipping or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I've had people tell me I should get at least $20 to $30 for something like this. I mean, it gives my time, effort, materials, and da 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 da. Yeah, whatever. I'm not into it to make any money. I'm not. I don't want to make any money. I just want a little money for it. For the joy of it, and to help try to just recoup a little bit of my costs and the postage, shipping it out, and maybe the cost of me using electricity and having to buy crucibles because none of it's cheap. And just this one crucible is like almost $30. You know, I've been pretty lucky with my very first one. I wasn't going to use it anymore, but I'm on my 16th time using that 3 kilo crucible. I'm going to use it a few more times. I think I'm seeing 60%. And a Butterfinger, the Butterfinger Fund. LC Stacker, the Butterfinger Fund. Next show in July, first thing sitting up a table if everything goes planned. Yeah, and I very much apologize because right now I would really to see everything that was in there. Deneen, if Jack Knight was here, he would actually give me a 2 out of 20 because there's a lot of stuff I haven't been seeing. Awesome, thank you very much, Capital Currency. 24 likes, let's go. Woo! Uh, uh, I I I kind of went on a rant with this, didn't I, everybody? But I'm going to go ahead and end that poll. I don't see the numbers changing. I don't see them changing. So I think everybody's probably got their vote in here. So the majority, I think, thinks that I should clean them like I normally do. Um, I think I would hold the majority of the vote. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean them all like I've cleaned all these other ones, nice and pretty and shiny. But I'm also going to, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to leave them like that. I'm just going to clean it softly with a very fine Scotch Brite cloth that I have to keep the purple patina on it. And then when the person does do the bar pour trade with me, or want to purchase it for a said price, whether I do an auction or don't do an auction, if they say, okay, I want T-Bird pour number 28, I really like that one. Uh, was that the one with the angel? I know. Okay, no, no. Which which one looked like an angel? That one. If you can see the angel with the halo up above, the wings, the gown. I don't know if anybody said that. Yeah, they see what I see. There's other things I see in it too. But that's the thing I see that's the most prominent. But I think I'll keep them like that and clean everything up, stamp them and everything, and then I will show it to whoever it is that wants to purchase it or do a trade. I will ask them, do you want it to be the way it is, or do you want me to clean it so it's nice and shiny like the front side and the sides? And I'll let them be the decision maker on what they want. And the same thing would go towards as well as these hearts if I want to do any of these hearts. It's too bad I didn't start the hearts earlier before Valentine's Day, but they're still cool. I mean, for being normal, they're nothing like what I got from 3D. That's awesome. I wish I should have went for it and got. There was different types of heart pours and stuff. Other than that, but that was wicked. Let's show that one more time. The dragon. The dragon. I'm not even going to show anybody. There, people are in here that have been here before. Look for the dragon. Tell me if you can see the dragon. I know I already showed it for those that are out there. I bet you 3D didn't even see the dragon before he sent that to me. If he sent that to me, he probably would have. Oh man, he probably wouldn't have sold that. He wouldn't have gave me his prototype. Michael Sacken, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you, brother. Thought maybe you might have went to bed. Caught you out of the corner of my eye, I did. Hey, Sean. How you doing, Sean Stafford? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. It's hard to keep up with chat on a solo. Yeah, it is. I do pretty well. I didn't do as good before Vegas because I was always looking at my phone, and I mean, I do got bifocals for distance and close up, but it's like, come on now. I'm gonna be 59 this May. I know. Yeah, I don't feel 59. I feel like I'm like 39, to be honest, and I'm in shape of a 39-year-old. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I still ride the dirt bikes, doom buggies, and old Linda Bop mom there, my YouTube mom, gives me heck a lot of times because I'm out there driving my 125 dirt bike. It's not a real big dirt bike, it's 125, but I'm going through and she could see me in the shadow there. The one that I posted, I didn't have a helmet on. She could see, she could tell I did. She likes to give me all kinds of heck, but yeah, I like to live. And I'm in good shape until I don't feel like I'm in good shape anymore. Then I'll stop doing it. Just posted a couple of shorts. I'll go check those out after Capitalist Currency. Uh, I love it when I know that somebody else has put up new shorts, and it's very difficult for me now because it's like I try to get to each and every one, but there's not enough time in the day, and a lot of times everybody gets lost in the shuffle. You can't get to everyone, and that's the one thing that I'm going to hate about this because the bigger I get, the more people I sub to, and the more people I see, the harder and harder and harder it's going to get to each and every one of you. I was looking at the views of how much I view per day on people's channels and stuff that I watch. Mrs. T-Bird wouldn't even want to know, and I'm glad she's not watching. I hope she's not watching because there's sometimes it's like 6 hours a day I am watching videos and stuff of other people's content. I hope you guys can hear me. Are you working next Saturday? No, I am not working next Saturday. I've done my tour of duty 3 weeks ago. last Saturday I worked. I thought it was mandatory, but it wasn't. But I was there. This week was mandatory. Next week they can't make me work. There's no way they can make me work. Only if I say, okay, I'll do it. And I don't want to do it because I don't need the overtime. But hey, if I do work it, which I won't be, all the overtime, hey, it's next to $400 or $500 a time and a half. What the? Oh, I'm sorry. I should have said that. But anyways, it depends on how many hours I work. But it could be after taxes, it probably 300, 350 bucks. It's extra $350. I can go out and go get some of this, you know, and not anyone hurt me even if I didn't work the overtime. But hey, that's what it's there for. T-Bird Vegas, let's go. T-Bird Show Vegas, let's go. Yeah, but I am not working next Saturday. I am. Well, let me try to think what's going on next Saturday. Let's see, not this Saturday, next Saturday. Oh, that's gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be doing a 500 sub celebration. And I said in 3 weeks, which this would be week one, week two would be next Saturday, and the following Saturday would be week three, which if I do now, this all plays a hand in because, like I said, there's a group one and there's a group two. I'm group two. Next Saturday, if there's mandatory overtime, group one has to go do the job that I do. And yeah, I play with trains. But I can't tell you the company. I can't tell you the cars or whatever, but I can tell you that I'm a crane operator. I have 98 tons of metal above my head when I'm moving these train cars. But I can't tell you what train car they are. I can't tell you the company that I work for because it would be a conflict of interest. And if I did, they could fire me for it. If I'm at work, if I'm on my phone, and I get caught on my phone by the cameras they have throughout the place and on the cranes, I can be fired for it. That's why I do not get on my phone while I'm at work. Only on my breaks and on my lunch breaks. And that's why it's very difficult for me to even attend any streams or stuff that's going on throughout the weekday. And I do work second shift. But needless to say, I am free next Saturday because I'm not working overtime. That's and the week after that is not if there's no overtime mandatory for the first group next Saturday, then the following Saturday, if there was mandatory overtime, then the first group would still have to take it. So there may be mandatory overtime, there may not be, and if there is, I don't have to work it. But if there's mandatory overtime this Saturday coming, and then also the next Saturday, then I would have to work, and that would be the Saturday that I want to do my 500 sub celebration. So if that is the case, I would have to move that celebration to another date. So I'm going to have to play it by ear on when I do my celebration, on my 500 celebration. That's all. And I didn't follow through. But if there's something you want me to attend, let me know. Vegas Stacker. Next Saturday, I should be available for anything.